Shabbat Shalom. In this week's Parsha, we read about the story of Gad and Reuven. The tribe of Gad and the tribe of Reuven asked Moshe if they could remain on the east bank of the Jordan, where there was ample land for their cattle. And we often don't think of this story as being a pivotal one in Jewish history, or representing some sort of dramatic break with the past. But Rav Aviyahu Kohen says that in fact it was both a pivotal moment in Jewish history and a total transformation from what went on before. If we think back to what happened in the times of the Avot, the chosen descendant, generally the firstborn or the favored son, was the one who inherited the most prime part of their father's inheritance, generally in the land of Israel. Of course, with Abraham, Yitzhak inherited the land of Israel, while Yishmael was sent to the east. And the same thing happens with the story of Yaakov and Esav. Yaakov receives the land, and Esav is sent to the east. Yet now, with the tribes of Gad and Reuven, we see something different. Gad is of course the son, or descends from the son, of one of Leah's maidservants. So in a way it actually fits with the earlier pattern that he would not receive, and his descendants would not receive, the choicest of their forefathers' inheritance. But Reuven was the firstborn of Leah's children. He was the firstborn of the first wife. And in any society in antiquity, he should have received the most prime inheritance from his father. He should have received an inheritance and found ample space in the land of Israel. Yet he was able to choose a different path, to stay on the east side of the Jordan. In the past, earlier on in Jewish history, roles were fixed from birth, or at least in one's early years. There was no chance to change one's role. Family therapists tell us that this oftentimes is a problem in families. People become fixed in their roles and they're never allowed to change, never allowed to grow or chart a different path for themselves. Now at this moment, when the tribe of Gad and the tribe of Reuven decide that they want to stay on the east bank of the Jordan, we see in Jewish history a recognition that people can chart their own path, that they can go in a slightly different direction to a place that has the resources that they need, where there's ample space for their cattle. Of course, people just can't go off and do whatever it is they want to do. And Moshe reminds these tribes that while they can settle on the east bank of the Jordan, they have to help their brethren conquer the land of Israel. In this way, we learn a valuable lesson, both for families and communities. People have to be allowed to chart their own path, but they also have to maintain a sense of responsibility towards one another. Shabbat Shalom.